Our region's business is sponsored by PNC for the achiever in you.
Reading is as good a barometer as any to understand how well a child is likely to do in school as well as in the workforce. The bottom line, if students are not reading on grade level by third grade, it's unlikely they'll even graduate from high school. Almost 1/3 of the underprivileged African American kids in the city of Pittsburgh fit that description. Well, assuring literacy takes leadership, and the Neighborhood Learning Alliance counts on tutors to make sure that more than 600 young children don't fall through the cracks. The challenge? There are never enough tutors to meet the need. Sharmyn Straughters is a volunteer coordinator with the Neighborhood Learning Alliance. Patrick Boyle is Director of Human Resources for the Allegheny Health Network. And Nancy Walker is after-school coordinator for Arsenal Elementary. And welcome. Good to have all three of you here.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, Sharmyn, I kind of laid it out in the beginning, but this is a real issue. We have so many concerns about long-term workforce development in this region and making sure kids can do the work that's going to have to be done as our baby boomers kind of leave the workforce.
Absolutely.
This is a big obstacle.
This is. It's actually over 30% of lower-income African-American children that aren't able to read at grade level by their third grade do drop out of high school. So a lot of times when we say we really want to make sure that the students are graduating and that they're promise ready, people aren't able always to connect the dots of how are we going from K through 5 and talking about graduation day. But that's how you connect the two. If you're not able to read and by third grade, these numbers, they're scary, they're drastic. It can make you a little nervous. I mean, over half of the students who could be using the Pittsburgh Promise aren't eligible for it.
Wow, because they just can't get to that grade level, that GPA or whatever else. And for employers, and particularly long term, it's going to become a big issue where we're having a hard time finding all the people we need right now.
Correct. There's shortages out there already, and again, more education is going to be necessary to make the workforce able to deal with healthcare, education, all those different types of service industries.
I know a study the Allegheny Conference did last year determined that there's an 80,000 gap between what's coming out, the population coming up through the schools and what we're going to need to fill the workforce pipeline. The 80,000 number assumes that 100% of the kids graduate from high school and they all stay in the region. So it's this work is critical to be able to meet that. But you've been doing more than just kind of watching it. Allegheny Health Network's kind of been involved in helping with the program too?
Right, yes. We're at West Penn Hospital, which is very close to Arsenal Middle School. We currently have 30 volunteers that volunteered last year and went down and read with the students every week. They did about 300 volunteer hours. We're in the process now of, we recruited 20 more people, so we should have over 50 people that'll be starting in just a week or so, going down with Nancy to meet the new students and then start the program.
Wow, that's really cool. What's involved in it?
Basically coming in and building a relationship with a student. We all had the vision that the one-on-one would make such a difference, and it has been amazing. So basically a young man like Patrick will come in and I'll have some materials, or one of the other site coordinators around town will have materials, and they'll sit down with a student and they'll read and they'll play reading games, and they might help with a little bit of homework or some math facts. But we try to focus on the reading. And the kids love it. They love building the relationship. They love sharing the books. They love the fact that these folks are giving their time to these kids to help them.
It makes such a huge difference, and I know one of the challenges is finding the volunteers, and I guess it was Leadership Pittsburgh actually engaged with all of you and produced a little video to try to get people excited about this. I think we can watch a little bit of a clip of what they were able to do.
Nearly 1/3 of those bright shining faces we see every day at school in America can't make it to high school and beyond unless we are successful in addressing their reading challenges. That's why Neighborhood Learning Alliance serves nearly 600 elementary and middle school children each year across 10 Pittsburgh public school locations, serving primarily lower income and African American children in their urgent need to read. We rely on partnerships with our community organizations and schools that share our mission to address the academic needs of many struggling young learners.
Very nice. Does it help when another nonprofit in the community like LP helps you develop a marketing plan?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Marketing plan is definitely what you would need, and I can go and speak to people, but being able to see it in live and in action, that gives you the opportunity to connect with the children, that you see how their bright little faces light up during the time that you're spending the time with them. I can't put that into words. You have to be able to see it. So it was a very great video that's been very helpful for us.
Do you find that with your employees, once they do it, they want to keep going back?
Yeah, clearly. They really get a lot of benefit out of it. Sometimes more so than the students even, I think. They really enjoy working with them and seeing them develop.
And does it make a difference for the kids? Do you see that?
It makes a difference for the kids. They're better readers. They build a relationship with an adult from the community. I just think that their reading skills and their progress is really helped.
Well, congratulations on the effort. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
For having us.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And we'll be back in a minute with a little dollars and cents. Stay with us.